What's going on, everybody? Kenny Dubs here with another Atelier Reslieriana video. Now today I actually wanted to cover the event stage 10 for Lydie and Suelle's Everyday Lives. This stage is actually completable without the featured units. As you see here, I have a rank of double S here, so I wanted to cover my run. It is quite late in the event. The event is only up for 2 more days, but you know what? I figure better late than never, because it took me a while to actually get my clear. So, let's get into a breakdown of what happens here. This is the wrong team. So this here is a team that I'm using for this. I'm using Suelle, Tau, ironically, Bolt, Resna, Marie, and Corneria. You can see my total power is a little bit less than the recommended power, but that's okay. Actually, made this even lower power as well. So the main idea for my party is to use Tau as like my main damage dealer. I'm supplementing him with Bolt Resna because Bolt Resna can increase the crit rate of everyone on my team, so that means more damage. And I had gotten this idea partially from Angela, Atelier Angela. I'll leave a link to her video down below. But also because I rolled a sick weapon on my Tau. I rolled a Bloody Claw with skill power up, with double skill power up 5, so I was like, okay, well now I have to use Tau. So yeah, I'm using a 1-star Tau, so if you are going to try to replicate this team, I would advise not using a 1-star Tau. Just because 1-star Tau makes this very painful. Being at 1-star versus 3-star, that is a 10%, a little more than a 10% overall decrease in his stats. Because for ranking Tau up, you get, you get a bigger stat buff here, right? Like you get 6% from going from 1 to 2-star, and then you get about 5.6 more percent from going to 2 to 3-star right there. So that's, about 11% there. So there is that, and your burst gets powered up as well when you level up. So there's that. For the rest of my party, I'm using magic damage dealers. Well, I'm using 3 magic damage dealers and 2 physical. I'll get into that why in a moment, but I'm using double breaker or triple breaker. I'm sorry. For this. So for those of you that were around back in the times of the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omni, towards like the later portion of that game's life, one of the popular strategies to use to beat bosses was no boss turns, and that's exactly what we're going to go for here. If we take a look at the battle info real quick, the bosses here are weasels, and weasels are notorious because the things they do, they delay turn, and the main boss actually gives himself a speed up buff as well for each turn that they take. So you really don't want to let them get turns, because then they'll just snowball into beating the brakes off of you. So this is why we're going to try to do a no boss turn. That's why I have so many breakers in this party. On top of that, they ignore odds of being targeted from tanks. So if you're bringing like, your Sophies, your Judys, what have you, and wondering why they're not taking the attacks, that's why. When the attack plays out too, on the screen it'll say random, just indicating that they don't care about whatever you're targeting is as well. So there's something else that it doesn't tell you in the battle data that's very, very important, that you can only see once you're in battle. For each magic attack these enemies take, they gain a stacking debuff that increases damage they take from all attacks. So for each magic attack they take 10% more damage, which is very, very important as well, because you're going to need that to ramp up your damage, especially if you're using weaker units like I am in Tau. There's no turn limit to the debuff, if I'm not mistaken. And for my items here, I'm using double Miracle Ebonile and a smoked meat. Now, it might be better for me to use a triple Ebonile, to be quite honest, over the smoked meat. Smoked meat just means that Corneria also does a little bit more damage. But since it's going to be mainly Tau and Bolt Resna, Corneria can do a little bit more damage as well. I do want to note that if you're not using Bolt Resna for this, you'd want to use Golden Extract Soup, because it increases your crit rate. I'm not doing that because Bolt Resna will be increasing my crit rate by 25% per use of her skill 2. Other than that, I don't think there's really much to go over aside from the fact that I have to use busted gear on my Tau at the very least, because I'm using Tau. Other than that, I'll just show my gear for my other characters. Shally, my gear on Shally isn't actually all that great, if I remember correctly. I have using a Light Iron Staff, Sun Damage Boost 5 there, Sun Damage Boost 5 on my armor, and then double Stun Damage Boost 4 on my Serenity Scarf, which is an event item. Tau, I just showed. My Tau was looking kind of busted. I think I have, yeah, I have quite a bit of skill power ups on my Tau. I have 3 skill power up 5s on my Tau. I have 1 single target power up 5 as well. But like I kind of need it because I'm using such a weak unit, a 1-star weak unit. Bolt Resna's gear isn't as good as my other units, but that's okay. You see here I have 1 skill power up 5, a magic damage boost 5, and I have a few skill power up 4s. As for Marie, Light Iron Staff again, Stun Damage 5, Stun Damage 5 on her armor as well, along with the Shard Lumont. You could probably get away with using the different armor. Actually, I think the other one is physical, so never mind. But my Serenity Scarf is busted on her as well, as you see here, double skill damage or stun damage boost 5. And for my Corneria, I'm actually using Steel Bow. Steel Bow, actually, you don't need to use it. You could use something else. I believe there is a stun damage boost weapon here, but in any case, I only have plus 9 on this, so there's only plus 17 stun damage boost. So if you have something, a better piece of gear with like stun damage boost, well, honestly, double stun damage boost 4 would even be better on a different weapon. You know, the hard coat. My hard coat actually kind of sucks, but it boosts critical stun damage by 6%. And Serenity Scarf on this as well with physical stun damage boost. Now, finally, I will leave a link to Angela's channel down below, because Angela's clear is a bit more free-to-play friendly than mine is. As you can see here, mine is using 3 gacha units. I believe Angela uses none in her run, but her Tau is also at 4 stars, so she has a lot more to play around with in terms of flexibility than I do. But this is all free-to-play possible. I just got some lucky on some pulls, so I was able to get Bolt, Resno, Marie, and Corneria. And just to kind of show that it is actually free-to-play on this account. I can't even claim the first purchase bonus as well. So, like I said, I just got fairly lucky with getting some units. All right, and one last thing before we finally get into the stage here. This is actually, like I said, this is a very tight stage. I'll put screenshots of my clear party and my clear run on screen as well. But this is actually my second time recording this video. I had a previous recording where I just could not recreate my successful double S score run, where I would only get like S ranks because of how tight it is with this team. However, I'll try a few attempts in this video. If I don't get obviously the double S clear, you'll just end up seeing a kind of regular clear, just so you get the basic idea of the stage. And without further ado, let's go. So I talked about the strategy and the setup earlier. The timeline looks okay. Tau actually has a blue panel, which is good. This stage spams burst panels at you, so that's going to be very important for later, and that's probably why I can't really recreate the damage that I need to do. But first one we need to break is this one on the left, because this is the only one that turn 1 that does inflict knockback on you, so we want to focus on that one. From here, I'm just going to do this again. Remember, you want to be hitting them with magic attacks so that they get the debuff here. If I do that, that puts you there, it puts Marie there. I think I'd rather have Marie potentially take that, but just to show, real quick here, you see hit it with 2 magic attacks. It has increased damage taken by 20%, max is 150. Here I think I'm going to use Suppression, because that'll give Shally an extra turn before because I don't want Shally to be the one to burst, and I need this to hit 2 different enemies. Here, see random. So it lit 2 random people. Thankfully, it did. And you see here we have a whole bunch of burst panels lined up. Good, 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 good. Problem is, I want one of them on Tau. Hmm. I need to weaken this one because I need it to not have a lot of HP because I cannot break this one again. So we'll do this here on Shally, okay. And you can actually see the speed, not on that one, the speed buff, right? It took 1 turn and it has a 5% speed bonus. Each turn it will get an additional speed bonus. That's why it'll knock you back, and then it'll just like start chaining turns. No, I have to do this because we're only at plus 25% crit right now. I want at least 50%. Okay, for right now, I want to hit you because if I get a burst with Tau, oh, Tau into a blue panel? Hold on, that might be kind of spicy. Now, the issue is going to be, I need Tau to crit. It's a 50-50 chance to crit, just to show the damage here. Right there, on Tau. It doesn't do that much right there, but if we go ahead and do this, this is going to suck because it's going to put Bolt Resna off of the burst panel, but Tau is now on a blue panel. With this, you see how much more damage it does, right? Now I get the crit. Oh, it doesn't push him, it doesn't put Bolt Resna off the panel. Okay, good. Alright, Tau, 50-50. I've seen us win these before. I love this animation, too. Okay, cool. 137,000. Nice, actually. That's my, that's actually a higher damage than I've gotten before, so. I don't think it matters. I want to get the stacking debuff on both of them because it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be important. Now Bolt Resna will definitely crit on this. I don't know if it'll be enough to make a big difference in me being able to kill these two right now, though. There's so much HP. Okay, well, I'm gonna crit, I hope, right? If I crit, I kill the boss, but someone's going to die. Unless if it has to hit either Tau, Quinaria, or Shally in order for me to still eke out the victory. It didn't crit the come on! Oh my god. That's so lame! So, like, see, like, this is what I mean, right? Like, if I crit the boss, this probably wouldn't have happened, and I think I might have been able to get the double S on this run, but it happens. Alright, trying again here. That last run was actually really, really good, too. Going up until that last possible moment there. But, you know, it happens like that. So, we're trying again here. Actually, I'm kind of thinking about doing that, but... Because I don't want Shally to get that. I said 2 different people. Alright, cool. Oh, I got a crit on the weenie enemy that time. Oh, that's actually pretty relevant. It might not be pretty relevant, but I mean, We're just gonna comment halation here. Dang, you know, I feel like if I had also had if I had 3 Miracle Eboniles last run, that also would have definitely meant that that Tao killed the boss. Unfortunate. Yeah, I need you to not do that. Oh, it sucks that Bolt Resna is on the burst panel. I don't want her on the burst panel, to be quite honest. Because I need to use her skill 2 in order to, I don't think this run is it. I don't have enough burst panels, I think. We'll see. Alright, let's see. 112,000 that time. No, cannot win this one. Okay, after countless attempts, I think I basically know why I can't recreate the my successful run. It's because I need a bunch of things to happen. One, I need Tao to crit when I have the setup. Because I've had the setup quite a few times at this point, and Tao just has not crit. Two, I need Resna to get a burst panel after her second skill 2, which hasn't. Which, when it does happen, it's great. But for the last 5 attempts that's happened, Tao didn't crit after I got Resna's burst in, and I got him on a burst panel. Or if I got him on a, if I got him, like, as long as I got him after Resna burst and he crits, it'll be fine. Problem is, Tao does not want to be fine. Tao wants to not crit instead, which, yeah, it's still RNG, but it's RNG that should be in my favor, because I've had 57% crit rate on Tao each time it's happened, and I just hit the 43% to not crit each time. So, it's pretty frustrating each time it happens. Like right here, I don't have a burst panel on Resna. So, well, there's a burst panel on Resna. But can I? Okay. I just have to do it like this. Actually, that might work out a lot better, because that lets me get another stack in, right? You know, I'm at 60. Yeah. Okay, can I finagle another one? No. Yeah, because now this is going to put me at 90 instead of 80, because I think on my successful one I had 80 on these, right? Yeah, so I'll be at 90. I'll crit with this. I'll have the 30% extra crit damage. The problem is I still need Tao to crit after this is the issue. And Tao is only going to have like 57% crit rate, right? Yeah, because I have 50 from here. And then I'll get 7% from my Miracle Eboniles that I have. So now I need Tao to crit. Because if Tao crits, I believe that will be enough damage on the boss. Because... yeah, if you have 140,000 HP left. Yeah, if I crit with Tao, I usually do about 137,000 or 130,000 HP. So, so with 30% crit boost, yeah, this is victory with alongside the 10% extra damage. Oh, okay, there it is. Nice. All right, so I finally got it to work. It took forever. I am so much happier that I got this done now so that I can show this. And now, There it is, double S. Like I said, this team is really hard to do this with. I think that's actually more points than my original run. I'll actually put a screenshot of that somewhere as well. But yeah, like I said, there are a few things you can do to tweak it, such as having one, the third Miracle of Nile actually makes a bit of a difference. Um, because having 35% over 25% is very nice. But needing Tao's crits with this team is also kind of decoling alongside the Resna burst. Uh, I'll also link Angela's video down below because Angela did it without Bolt Resna, but I still believe that Angela needed crits with her run. I don't remember. But also shout out to Angela for assisting me with this run because of her video. And you know, just I guess the people in the community as well. So yeah, hopefully this video helped you out. I'll try to get more event coverage videos up in the future in a more timely manner. It's just kind of hard because this recording took like an hour to get maybe, I don't know, maybe 20-ish minutes of footage. So, but yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Later.